Good morning, Carlson. You know my name. It's Connor Bingy, here with the news. Let's get into it. Allison Nees, with the help of the school STAR, will be raising money for senior gift bags. They'll be selling certain baked goods at lunch. All proceeds will go to the senior baskets. If you'd like to donate to this cause, please see Allison Nees. Attention juniors and senior girls. Anyone interested in playing Powder Puff needs to place their jersey orders by Thursday, April 29th. A jersey order form and payment must be accompanied by your order. See your class sponsors for a form. To place a jersey order, please see Mrs. Foreigner in 224A. If you are a junior, or Mrs. Bechtel in 24A, or Mrs. Fountain in 22A. If you are
Get off the show, bro. This is my show. Get out, mine. See, AP students, make your test payments to Miss Walters as soon as possible. Now it's Raina with the weather.
What's up, Carlson? It's your girl Raina, stealing J-Rich's job yet again. The high is going to be 55, it's going to be a low 36 with a 10% chance of rain. Also, shout out to my girl Bailey. She turned 18 this week. Yes, sir. And then, now back to Sophia. Her birthday's today, which is even better. 2 birthdays in one.
Thank you, Raina. Seniors, look out for our Class of 21 Carlson Senior Stories on Spotify. It's a podcast of funny stories from right here at Carlson. Also, follow us on Carlson Digital Media on Spotify and stay up to date with all of our class podcasts. Would you like to run for 2021-2022 Student Council? Do you have a 2.5 GPA or above and you are eligible to complete a Google form? It'll be shared on Twitter in your classes via Schoology. All nominations are due at 1:50 p.m. on Friday the 30th. Any questions, see Mr. POE or your current class president. Seniors, we have a little survey in your email that we would like you to respond to. We need videos, specifically highlights of your school year. We don't need baby pictures or senior photos. We want group photos and videos of just great times during high school, please. We want this video to be amazing for you. So please just turn in, email me, look up my email. It's 200144157. Gmail, Jibdis actually. But yeah, thank you for watching CTV News and have an awesome day, Marauders.
It's my news.
Okay, hello, I am Sophia. I am part of digital media. I'm the anchor. I've done directing, live streaming basketball game, camera work for swim meets and stuff, live streaming church services a couple of times, just working my way around the school doing a bunch of video stuff. Last year with digital media was really fun. Going outside of digital media, recording stuff, and just having a really good time with friends, listening to music, driving to Walmart, filming stuff. So that was a good time playing around with people. I think I'm gonna try and get a job right out of high school in the digital media field, probably doing editing. I'm gonna try and get something with directing because that's fun. I like camera stuff, just something in digital media because that's great. I'm really proud of myself for actually being committed to the work that I'm doing, and since I've been committed to doing the work, I feel a lot better, and it just completely makes living better. Honestly, I'm just gonna miss digital media. That's about it. No other class gave me great satisfaction as digital media has in the past years of my life. Digital media means something because I'm exerting myself and I'm getting a job with this too. So it's even more special because you're getting something out of it. Be yourself. Be yourself. Don't try to take on all the trends and think you're being yourself because you're really not, because you're holding on to something else of another person. You'll be more happy if you pursue something that makes you happy. Yeah, be yourself, bro.
The roller coaster of emotions, I'd say, of preparing for a game. So you get to the stadium, you're nervous, and then you start to warm up and the butterflies start to go away a little bit, and then you come back to the locker room, you get dressed, you get ready, and the butterflies come back, and then you run out on the field and 80,000 people are screaming. It just gives you the greatest sense of joy and adrenaline. Just the emotion that I get from playing football, it's pretty crazy.
Around with the on. Townsend has some room. Another stiff arm. First down.
I grew up in a coastal town in New Jersey. Always loved playing sports, always stayed active. And football it just stuck with me. It's something that I was pretty good at from the start. And I just enjoyed the competition part of it, the team aspect of it. So I knew if I wanted to be successful in the sports world, I couldn't entertain drugs. As a child growing up, I knew I wanted to play in the National Football League. I knew that was my ultimate dream and goal. Was it a long shot for me? Sure. You have to be dedicated, and it's easy to say you want to do something, but that feeling of what you felt when you first said it is going to leave you at some point in time. And when that feeling leaves you, the commitment you need to have and dedication over time is what pays off. A lot of people lose the commitment and drive when they don't feel like doing anything, and that's why, unfortunately, people just don't live up to their dreams and potential.
Clemens will hand it off. And up the middle, Donald Brown bashing his way to the 16-yard line.
There are plenty of times where things have gotten hard along my journey to where I am now, both on and off the field. There were a ton of naysayers. A lot of people didn't think I could do what I did, that didn't want to see me succeed just for the simple fact that they weren't able to achieve their goal. And then people that just flat out stopped believing in you. And there have been plenty of times in high school, college, and pros where at one point in time I thought about quitting. But you have to realize what you're playing for. You know, I'm playing for my family, I'm playing for, kids, I'm playing for everybody back home. What separates the good from the great is just digging down deeper, working that much harder, and really tapping into, your abilities that much more.
Week 17 is under center from the 12. Handoff, Donald Brown skips up the middle.
There are people that are willing to help you. A lot of times you hear coaches taking players under their wing. You just have to be receptive of it and be respectful and loving to them in return. When somebody offered me drugs, I would say no. And then it got to the point where people wouldn't ask me anymore just because I said no so much, and they knew what I stood for. The more you start to say no and the more people start to respect you, it gets easier. But it's definitely not easy at first. People may say things to you like, oh, it's all right, and everybody's doing it, things like that. But at the end of the day, when you stick to your guns and realize, this is what I believe in, I don't want to do it, then it gets easier as you go. You find other people that have the same common interests and beliefs that you have. Trust me, they're out there. Just literally put your blinders on to everybody else. You'll be all right. When you see friends going down the wrong path, it kills you because you saw what they were like before they were introduced to drugs or introduced to whatever it was that made them change. And you knew, the loving person that they were. And then whenever when that change occurred, you just didn't want to be around them anymore. And it's sad to see guys, dreams slip away because of drugs. To someone who has yet to discover their natural highs, to keep looking. We all have been given talents. For me, I literally had to play every sport. Some sports I stunk at, and there were some that I excelled at. It was tough, but it happens. Even in my current state in playing in the National Football League, there's plenty of failures that come along the way, but you learn from the failures. So it takes time and dedication to find, what your true purpose is. There's always something more to learn. Education is important to me because you only get better when you learn something. Right now I'm getting my master's, so at the end when I'm all done, I'm like, man, I didn't think I could do it before, but I did it, and you know what, that's a natural high. You accomplished something. So when I start to have success or start to get better or see improvement, that makes me feel better inside, and you feel a sense of achievement. The first time I stepped onto a football field in the National Football League, it almost brought tears to my eyes. As a child, you dream about these things, and to see your dreams become a reality, it was pretty surreal. So when I was a kid, I always heard about if you want to study and you want to do well on a test, you record yourself going over your studying materials. And then right before you go to sleep, you hit play, and the recorder plays back as you're sleeping, and you're supposed to be, I guess, taking this in through some kind of osmosis. But my mindset was, well, if I want to do well in football, I'll turn on the NFL Network when I go to sleep, and I'll always be listening to NFL Network, football plays, football here and football there as I'm sleeping, and I always thought that would help me in my pursuit to becoming a professional athlete. At the end of the day, I was still a skinny 12-year-old kid, just, hoping and praying to make it to the NFL, and, as long as you stay the course and stay focused, anything's possible. I'm Donald Brown from Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey, and football is my natural high. What's yours?